Hello, everyone, and welcome to Words from a Black Woman's Experience. You all know who I am, Cherlnell Lane, the poetic storyteller, founder of Cherlnell Lane LLC, where we help you use your words. Thank you for joining us this evening. We're so glad to have you here. Our guest tonight is a phenomenal young woman, and you are going to have a great time hearing her story. But first, as always, we're going to give you a share break. This is your chance to share this episode all through your social media platforms. Remember, we're on Facebook and YouTube. So share away, because we want everyone who can to participate in this conversation. So get you a drink, get you a snack, share away, and come back soon as we share this music with you from Searra Vinnett, and it's called Love Always. All right. We know you was grooving to the song. It was an awesome song once again by Searra Vinnett. Check her out. Links are in the description for her SoundCloud and her Facebook. Please check her out. She makes awesome music. Now, let's get into this show. I've already introduced myself, so there is no need for that anymore. As you know, my name is Cherlnell Lane. Just remember that and you're good. We are going to talk about words from a Black woman's experience as an author, speaker, facilitator, and creator. I know how important communication is. It's the way we express, learn, and teach. Words from a Black woman's experience was created to highlight Black women's stories. I have created a space where Black women can be themselves boldly and unapologetically. We talk about connections, the lessons they've learned, and their message to the audience. I feel like words are one of the most powerful tools on earth, whether written, spoken, signed, sung, read, or performed. And these are words from a Black woman's experience. In this episode today, we are speaking with Brittany King in episode 22. Y'all believe we made it to episode 22? In episode 22, Discovery. Brittany King is a single mother who has a tribe for her daughter. As her daughter grows and thrives, she is looking for a way to sustain their lives. She currently holds the position of Empowered FeFe's coordinator of Chicago. She hopes to hold a political seat in the future as well. Her hobbies include reading books before the movie reenactments are released. That's a good hobby. She also loves to bake to keep her grandmother's spirit alive. Let's welcome to the show, Miss Brittany King. Yes. How are you, love?
Great. How are you?
I am good. Thank you for being on the show today. I am so excited you're here. You have no idea. I'm really, really excited. I'm really excited. Excited. Can you see this face? Excited. Okay, sorry about that, everyone, but I'm excited. So we thank you for being here. We thank you for coming. We're glad that you're doing okay today. Now, there are a couple of things going on today, Brittany. Did you know that there are a couple of things going on today?
Oh, I'm quite aware.
Oh, are you? Okay, well then let's get into it. So, first I wanted to let everyone know that you can participate in this conversation, in this show, by using the comment section. We can see all of your chats. We can see all of your comments, questions. Go ahead, girls, what you say. All of that we can see, and we can put it up, and we're going to incorporate it into the show. So if you're watching, remember to comment. Okay, sorry. Back to what a special day this is. So today is the ADA's 31st year anniversary. Can you believe that? Can you believe that, Brittany?
I can believe it, and I will.
Now, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't want to give it away, but I have a connection with the ADA from my own birth, and we'll get into that. But yes, I got a little teaser for you.
Okay, I can't wait to get into it. So today is the 31st anniversary of the Americans with Disability Act, and it is also Disability Awareness Day. National Disability Independence Day on July 26th commemorates the signing of the American for Disabilities Act, or ADA, on July 26, 1990. The ADA provides protection from employment discrimination as well as better access to goods, services, and communications for people with disability. Today not only celebrates the anniversary of the ADA, but also serves several other purposes. First, the law first broke down barriers individuals with disabilities face every day. It also marked a timeline of change that soon developed. Over time, common barriers such as narrow doors and small bathroom stalls became accessible to wheelchairs. Other examples include braille signs and crosswalks for the vision impaired. The changes improved mobility and safety. Now, I just want to say this. I am thankful for the ADA 31st anniversary. I'm not going to say that I'm not. However, there's still a lot of work to go. A lot of work to go. Yeah, we'll get into that later. But there's still a lot of work to go. So now with that being said, I would like to do something that I do not normally do, but it's a special day. So I would like to recite a poem to you all called Purple Haze. So I hope you guys enjoy it and like it. So if you don't mind, Miss Brittany, I'm going to do something that is rarely done. I'm going to take the stage and yeah, we'll get back to you very short. I promise. But don't go anywhere. You know, you can give me some hey girls and all that too. You know what I'm saying? Because I be needing encouragement. Woo! Okay, here we go. So this is called Purple Haze by Cherlnell Lane. I wake. I can't move. So I open my eyes to see. However, my line of vision is fuzzy. So I moan. I try my hardest to move again, just one move to stretch out my limbs. The pain hits me like a wrecking ball to my senses. I don't know how I could have missed this. The purple haze has found its way into my bed again. The way it creeps in when it slips in, I swear you would think it's my mistress. It's got me in a daze. This feeling is insane. It's like I'm in a maze when I'm off this purple haze. My skin's on fire. My bones, they ache. My joints creak. How much can I take? That purple haze got me jonesing like a drug fiend enraged. I try to stay away from the Norco, but it keeps calling my name. I can't walk today, but I have to. Trying to figure out how I'm going to get to the bathroom. The purple haze leaves my brain in a fog. I can't think straight. Our thoughts are backlogged. I need God's hand to guide me. Carry me through the sand, especially on the days when I can hardly stand. If my knees are hinges, then my cup are bare. My body is in need of tender loving care. The purple haze is a noose around my neck, giving me just enough rope to hang myself. My body's breaking down on me. It's this damn disease trying to take me out of here. This might be my last piece. My light dims thinking of the things it's taken from me. I just want to be free. I used to be so active. Now I actively watch TV. I can't stand the purple haze. It's like it's killing me. Attacking my body from the inside out. Organs on shutdown. The purple haze is drowning me. Seeping into my lungs. I'm coughing up purple haze instead of coughing up blood, and this is high. I want to be low. Purple haze hitting me with blow after blow. I got fibromyalgia on the left and lupus on the right, trying to win this fight of my life. You can't take me down, purple haze. Just let me be. This is not what my ancestors had in store for me. People don't understand why I can't just go out. They think I want to stay in the house. They can't see this purple haze has me tied and bound. I'm stuck in this chair. This fatigue keeps me down. Through the haze, all I see is rain, tormented by pain in this purple haze. I know I keep mentioning pain, but you must understand. Illness is the culprit and pain is its right hand. It's not just pain I feel. My days are based on a roulette wheel. Which ailment will it be today? Not all of them, I hope and pray. I can't be nauseous, can't walk, and can't breathe. But the purple haze allows all three. It's not just physical. Purple haze attacks you mentally. I'm frustrated, confused, and memory loss ain't no joke. Seriously. I'm depressed. I can't work anymore. I feel like a burden because purple haze knocks me off my axis. I feel like I'm turning. I know what you're thinking. The purple haze can't do someone like this. But I'm telling you the truth. This is it. I live this life every day. And if I could have anything, it would be for not to be this way. I swear living with these diseases is like getting death's kiss. And if you think my story's too far-fetched, then just ask the 15 million people living with it. That's my piece. Thank you for listening. I appreciate y'all for letting me take the stage for a minute. Thank you. I'm gonna tell Brittany, you could have talked, Britt. You didn't have to,
I didn't know I was live.
Yeah, Okay, we got a Let's Get It cookie from Searra. Searra, we just played your music. You missed it. Here go people with the emojis. We can't put that up. It doesn't work. Okay.
Supposed to be?
It's a emoji. It says wow. Yeah, so we can't put those up. So, but people still put them up. It's cool. We love you anyway. Okay, back to. Oh my goodness, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all know me. Y'all is used to this. I didn't somehow deleted the run of the show. Oh no, I did. Oh no, I did. Sorry. I'm back. Y'all know me. I'm a mess sometimes. This is what you get when you get live shows, people. Okay, now back to the run of the show, which I thought I lost. Okay, we're back. So, Brittany.
Yes.
Yesterday was National Parents' Day. Oh. And you are a parent.
Yes, so, I know that.
You didn't know? Nobody told you?
No. We went to a birthday party yesterday.
And you was like, who child is this? You just picked up, huh? I understand. That's what they did with my son. They just dropped him off. I was like, what is it? So what is one of your struggles being a disabled parent?
Struggles being a parent is, I think, support. Because on one hand, they support you because, oh, we love your baby and Lauren's a cutie, so I get it. You love my baby, but you're not trying to help her be her best self because you're not trying to give me resources. For example, I'm looking for a job with benefits so I can support myself and her. So Ain't nobody trying to be caring about, I need to be available for her if I need to. So I need that flexibility, but I also need this pay and these benefits because I have a disability and I have medical finances. So there's nowhere to match that. And I think that's why I do what I do as the FeFe leader, because it allows me all of that without
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because you're definitely right. Like, it's so many different aspects that people don't understand. Not only when it comes to disabilities, but like you said, parenting, like medical insurance, like getting a job. Like, everybody, don't want a job as a greeter at Walmart. Like, come on. We need real benefits here. So yes, I definitely understand that. So next up, we kind of moved it around, but I would like to talk about connections, which we do every show. So tell me, how are we connected? Like, what's our connection?
I don't know how you found the FeFes, but you did. And I am grateful for it because you are here, you are there. So when you can, you come in on our meetings at the beginning and then you go out for your show, which I love because it's like, do your thing. Most of the girls leave because they have their own thing going on. But I appreciate you because you come like, okay, I'll hear the announcements. Let me figure out what's going on, what I can do. And then I'll go do my thing. I appreciate that. And that is how we are connected.
Yes, I appreciate you. Thank you. Yes, it's same. I was like, this girl is running stuff. She is doing it. So yeah, I gotta have her on the show because she's awesome. But yes. So tell us, what is your favorite quote? Who is it by and why is it your favorite quote?
So my favorite quote is, "I can do hard things," and it's the source of the quote is unknown, but it's been used by plenty of women in the day, just in general. So I recently came upon it because I'm reading the book called Untamed by, what is her name, Glennon Doyle. So I was speaking to my pastor last week, and he said, "Brittany, I know you're going through some things now as I'm looking to move, and I'm trying to get the baby daddy situation handled." And he's like, "I know you're going through some things,
That.
but always hold on to this because this is what me and my wife use. I can do hard things." And he actually said it was from the author that I'm reading now, but then I Googled it because let me look it up because she can't be the originator of everything, and she's not. So I found out that it's just been used over time, kind of like the "yes we can" or all the other colloquials we have. So it's not a definite person. And then I saw that Jennifer Nettles did a rendition of it in a song. So I just like that because sometimes you just be going and going and going, like, and you never really look back till you get to another place where you're like, okay, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna make this happen? But then if you know that I can do hard things, then it kind of brings that light bulb of like, oh yeah, because just last week I was just waiting to hear back from the office about my condition and I found out I'm cured. So I think it kind of just helps you reel it all back and take a step back and just be like, we can do it. You can do hard things.
Yes, that's why I like journaling. I always tell people, when you journal, it's amazing if you go back and you'll see all of the things that you were like, oh my God, I'll never get through this. This is the worst thing ever. And you'll see how you came through it, and it'll empower you. Just like you said, you're like, oh, I got through that stuff and I thought it was worse. So this is, I'm knocking this out too. So I definitely feel that sentiment. Definitely. That's a great quote. So we know you're here to talk about discovery. And so I want you to tell us about your journey with discovery.
Well, that dates back now 12 years, it'll be September. I was 19 years old and I had a stroke just out the blue. Well, so I have sickle cell, but I was put on transfusions monthly at the age of 10 because there was an abnormal transcranial Doppler, which means that I was put at risk for stroke. So they said, you have to do blood transfusions once a month so you don't have a stroke. 9 years later, on the college campus of Carbondale, I had a stroke. And I didn't see it coming. I didn't know it was coming. I couldn't prepare for it. I couldn't stop it. It just happened. And I was like, okay, I'm in school. And because of that, a lot of the financial stuff happened. But I was like, that'll deal with itself because I ain't got no money. So they ain't getting no money. So I came home 3 months inpatient of rehab. I said, I can't sit here for a year or 6 months. I sat there 3 months and I said, this is going to be the last of this pity party BS because that's not me. So I decided I had to go back to school. Before I decided to go back to school, the Empowered FeFe coordinator at the time came out to the rehab center and said, you guys have a space for women with disabilities. Come join us. And she really loved my presence and my demanding to just get things done and not sit down and wait for people to do it for me. So she says, Brittany, you can be a leader. So I went up the leadership platform, and then she stepped away because her lupus kind of affected her. So she had to step away from medical. And then one of the interns that we had came in and stepped up when she left. And so I was kind of sitting there in the leadership position the whole time, like a little co-coordinator. So that when the previous coordinator stepped away, I said, okay, I've been doing it this long. I might as well keep it going. And so this is where we've come this year, and I'm doing it. I am the coordinator officially, and I am working again with Access Living because I made sure to keep that tie because that's where we were born. And so now we're going through this recreation phase, and I'm really excited for it because there's so much for us to capitalize on.
Yes, that's amazing. That's so great how connections come, and I was just talking about this with someone yesterday. Well, I'm always talking about it because I love to make connections and be connected. So it's just amazing. You never know what connection is going to lead to what, which is going to lead to what. So it's just an amazing thing how you were connected to connect and where it has brought you. That's amazing. So what did you discover from all of this?
I discovered a lot, actually. Okay, I'll give you my little tidbit that I was alluding to earlier. I found out that the ADA was birthed in the year and the month that I was born in. So I am 31 along with the ADA. My birthday was on the
2nd. Wow.
So that was
happy belated.
And I felt like it was just meant to be for me to just do the FeFe stuff. That's why I've been here as long as I have been, honestly, because I'm like, I ain't doing nothing else, and it's not a bad thing to be bragging about.
Hey, it's not too shabby. It's not too shabby. That is amazing that you were born the same month and year as the ADA, because I swear one of the things that I was thinking about the ADA is that it wasn't that long ago. It seems like it should have been longer. I was like, that's it? 1990?
Mm-hmm.
That's what? Like, that is crazy. And then, like what we were alluding to before, and you can tell me your opinions on this, about like it still needs work because everything is supposed to be ADA compliant. It's not. And you have to call places before you go. Like, are you wheelchair accessible? Then you have to be like, is your bathroom wheelchair accessible? Is the whole place? Is your elevator in where the Freddy Krueger elevator is?
Is it working though? Is it working?
Is it working? Or the party is on the 2nd floor, but you can get to the 1st floor.
Try the parties on the rooftop, but we ain't got no elevator access. Okay, so just gonna carry me up there then. That's how that's gonna work.
Look, I was so proud of these people. I went to one place and they thought that it was wheelchair accessible, and when I got there, it wasn't. It was like a couple of steps. And they were like, oh, we're getting you in here. And I was like, do you see this 200-pound chair? No, you're not. And they had 4 men come down and carry my chair up the stairs. I was like,
Yep.
Wow.
I had one of those. Yep.
Yeah. So, but that's people, you know, that kind of give a damn. You know, most people do not.
Mm-hmm.
They do not. Yeah. So,
Funny that you
so
bring that up because of those situations that I was in. Because I had my stroke young, and I'm like, I'm still going out. I'm still gonna eat. I'm still gonna socialize. So I decided that we need an app in the city of Chicago for access. So what I've done is gone to a handful of different places, and most of them are in Chicago. Some of them are the burbs, and I've decided to blog about it. And I'm launching my Chicago Access app actually probably in the new year. Right now, it's on Google Play though, so for free. If you have the Android, as I am an Android user, you can get it on Google Play for the free. And I'm trying to get it up to the Apple, but y'all got some byways and highways that I'm like, okay, do we really need it on
wait. So you're telling me
Yes.
that I can get an app, okay,
Yes.
that's gonna tell me where I can go to get accessible service?
So yes.
Like,
Well,
that's what you're telling me right now.
yes. So if you go somewhere, you will also have the opportunity of blogging as well. So you tell me where you at, where I can go. So yes.
That is awesome. As we see, Sierra said that would be so wonderful.
Yo,
But the cool thing about it, Sierra, is that is so wonderful because she said it's on Google Play, so Android users can do it. Samsung, but you know,
right.
we don't know about no Apple over here. But yes, that's awesome. That is really awesome that you had the idea, not only the idea, but the follow through to do something like that, because most people will not. Let's just keep it all the way
Somebody
real.
had to do it, and I ain't doing too much. I'm like, let's just make it happen.
Hey, well, I'm glad. I appreciate it because I'm tired of calling places like, hey, yeah, no.
Right.
Or like you said, you know, when I started on a cane, I was 23, 24. You know, and then I didn't want to get on the cane, of course. Then they were like, okay, it became apparent. And I'm like, I can't go to no club with the cane. Now, I don't even club, so I don't even know what I was talking about. But the fact still remains that if I wanted to,
then you needed
exactly.
cane. I get it.
And then when they gave me the walker, oh, honey, I was like, oh, no. I had to almost fall in a place where there was no one to accept that walker.
Yeah.
I was like, I am not going to be able to go nowhere. I can't go to the club, the lounge, the party, the nothing. Can't go nowhere with this walker. I can't pick up nobody with this walker. I was like, I can't get my flirt on.
That is,
you know, this was my thought process then. You know what I'm saying? That's when I first got it. I was like, I can't, you know. But you know, like I said, I learned that it was freeing to have aids that helps you with your mobility, because then you can go more places and do more things.
Right.
So yeah, definitely.
I think I also had that discovery as well, because I started out, they told me I would not walk. And I'm like, boo, you's a lie. And so I had to learn how to walk again. And they're like, we think you should get a wheelchair if you're going to go back to SIU because the campus is big. And I said, if you're going to do it, make it pink. And that's what I did. I paid the extra $150 for that pink chair. But I kind of ditched it because I'm like, I'm usually walking and places are not accessible. So that was kind of my motivation. I discovered that was like motivation for me to keep it moving, because I like to be mobile and fit anyway. I'm like, don't give me this chair because I'm just going to be sitting here. Don't do it.
Yeah. My chair is purple, by the way.
Yes.
So we have a Team Galaxy in the house.
Yes. I refuse the iPhone, nothing.
Oh my God. Refuse. And Sierra says, I'm just starting with the cane, but I'm sudden person. I leave it at home mostly, which is why she almost falls out. Yeah.
Make sure you're with somebody, then you can hold on to somebody. You can leave it at the house, just make sure you got somebody on your arm. Get some eye candy, girl.
No, she gets my wheelchair. She gets. But anyway, no.
That's eye candy too, though.
Yeah, I am eye candy, but not the one she wants. So that's a whole nother story. But yeah, so you're right though. You know, it that is the key. Like if you get somebody to go with you, then y'all have fun together, make it a thing, you know. So that's always cool. Cause let me tell you, once I got my wheelchair, I was like, oh shoot, I can go over here, I can go there now. Like I don't have to worry about not being able to walk. I don't have to worry about getting tight. I don't have to worry about my back breaking. I was like, oh, I'm gone. I was back in the streets. I was going everywhere. So so yeah, sometimes mobility aids they do what they supposed to do, and it's freeing, you know. And it's like you were young, I was younger, so it's like if we can educate not only the people in the disability community about, you know, how it's different to be disabled, but that doesn't mean that is negative. That doesn't mean that you can't do with the proper help. You know what I'm saying? And then also to educate those without disabilities so that they'll also know that, because it seems like if we just educate one side and the other side is still like ignorant to things,
oh no,
it's not gonna help.
disability is inevitable. If you think about it, whether it happens by freak accident like us, like if something freak like genetically happens, that's one way to get a disability. Your old age will cripple you to a disability. So we all need to get on board because before it affects us.
Yes, definitely. We have Searra, she just really talking to us tonight. I appreciate it, Searra. She says because it has become exhausting trying to move as much as I used to.
Well, just
yes.
Just make you. There are, for real. Oh, that's another piece of discovery that I had. There are high days, like I got all the energy in the world. Now coffee helps. I wasn't really drinking coffee before because I'm like, I'm not trying to be addicted. But there are days when you have more energy, and there are days when your body is telling you you need to rest, or I will take you down.
Absolutely.
So you have to listen to that part of you.
You speaking to me because I used to be that way. I mean, just recently that I start, because my body will just shut all the way down, and I'll be like boom, 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 and I'll wake up like, what happened?
Yeah.
And I have narcolepsy too. Ooh, my body will be like, oh, you didn't sit down? I told you. Okay. All right, I got you.
You thought I was playing with you, but I wasn't.
Right. Like I'm finna show you right now. Yeah, exactly. Body run this.
You need it. Health is wealth, literally.
Right. Be like, what do you think you're doing? Did you forget? You forgot that you're in me, right?
Okay. Right. I am you.
So tell us more about the empowered FeFes. No. You know what? Tell us about your business.
Which one?
Well, you was telling us about the app.
Yes.
So I know it's one that you missed.
The bakery.
Yes.
So my grandmother passed, unfortunately, before my daughter was born. But she knew I was pregnant because before she passed, I was like, lady, we gonna have and she was so excited for me. And the way I bonded with my grandmother in all of my childhood was baking. And so everyone loved her baking, and she was just, the older generations, they be on to something and they just be sitting on their gift. And I said, I can't keep sitting on this gift because I know grandma would have wanted this for me. And like literally when I'm baking, I feel her presence like, okay, Brittany, do this, do that, add that, and I can hear her. So to keep her alive and with me, and Lauren, as we're moving soon too, I bake. And so, yes, we're taking in orders now. And I am excited for that because it's keeping her legacy alive, but then also making money for us and just making people happy. Yeah. That's the way I like to make people happy. I just shove food in your face.
That is great. That's what it's all about, you know. Making people smile, making yourself smile. You
Mhm.
know, that's what it's all about. They say laughter is the best medicine, but it truly is. Happiness is great. You know, you can be feeling down and something will make you smile or laugh or be happy, and it'll just lift your spirits. It'll make you feel better, even if it's for a little while, you know?
Change of
So,
perspective
yeah.
for sure.
Definitely, definitely. So that is, you know, that in itself is like a discovery for me. Is like I have gotten on to comedy, but it's not every comedy now. All that I can't get on raunchy and all that kind of comedy. But you know, I watch some comics that I watch regularly, and when I get ready to sit down and watch them, it's like laughing. I love to laugh out loud. Like I be in here cracking up by myself, crying, laughing. You saw before we started, I was read something and was just like floored. I'm like, this is crazy. But yeah, I think laughter is just so great. Smiling is just so great. I always smile at people. That's another thing. You know, it takes nothing to give kindness.
True. So true.
Nothing to give. And this is another thing. Let me add this. I know you're supposed to be leading this, but I'm going to ask you your opinion on this. So, as people in the disabled community, it makes me so upset when I see people that are just like unempathetic at all. Not like, oh, they're raising money, and I'm like, I don't really know, so I don't care. Not even like that. Like literally standing by the door, and someone in a wheelchair comes up, someone on crutches. They don't open the door. They don't even press the button for the automatic door. You're like, thank you. I
And
mean,
I get some love.
just thanks. Thanks. You didn't even ask me, like, hey, do you need some help? I would have been like, yes or no. But you didn't even offer. And you're standing right there. Today, I kid you not, I'm at the hospital. I'm standing at the only wheelchair entrance to this clinic. It is a lady, and we're gonna say, you know, there's people who have certain privilege. This is the words from Black Woman's Experience, so we're gonna keep it plain. You know, people with white privilege. You know what I'm saying? So they wheel the wheelchair out. Stop in front of the only wheelchair accessible. See me trying to get in. Stop. The man gets out. She gives him crutches, and they stand there talking and then walk down and just leaves the wheelchair in front of. I said, really?
I would have pushed it down the street and been like, all right.
Really?
Oh,
Really?
I've also discovered that disability has made me bold. And I'm that one. I got a mouth. So, okay, I'll give you an example. Yesterday we went to a birthday party. We took the metro. So we get off the metro. Lauren's in the stroller. My daughter, she's in the stroller. She is knocked out. And her godfather is pushing her off the train because I'm not going to do that shit. And so he asked for the lift to get down, and he was like, so the door operator guy was like, this is for ADA people, and if she, referring to me, if I would have asked for it, I would have got it. But because her godfather is physically not disabled presenting, we'll call it that, they said no. And so I pretended like I didn't hear him because I'm like, I'm that one. I'm going to snap off like, okay, so let the lift out now. I'm standing right here. Let my baby off the train. And I was like, I'm just going to pretend like I don't hear it. And I just played dumb till I got to the edge of the platform because I said, I cannot.
Look, that is like, and it's not even me mostly, but if I see like somebody doing something and I know that they'll do it to another disabled person or like an older person, oh, girl, I am ready to go off. Like, I can take me sometimes. I'm getting better at Me Too, But like if you do something and I'm like you're a pace driver and you do something to me, I'm like, oh, you're doing this to somebody who really does not get it.
Oh my
They
goodness.
don't get it and they can't do what you're asking.
Yes.
So I'm ready to go clean off now.
Yes.
Because if I don't, somebody else is going to suffer.
I think that's why I'm such a strong FeFe leader, because I think of things that I go through, and my mom snaps at me all the time. She's like, Brittany, you didn't eat that button? That's for people with chairs. And I'm like, well, what if I didn't have an arm to push this button? How would I get through? And so I just go off like,
yes,
this is not acceptable, because if I'm going through it and I'm fine-ish, it's a problem
right.
in the world.
Fine-ish. Right. You know, and that's why I hate when I go somewhere, they be like, oh yeah, we're wheelchair accessible. Mm-hmm. We're all ADA compliable. Mm-hmm. And then I get there and to go to the bathroom, yep. I have to park my chair, get out of my chair, walk to the bathroom, then walk to the stall inside of the bath. It's right. Like, what if I couldn't do that?
Yes.
What if I couldn't do that?
Right.
What was I going to do?
Pee yourself. Like, all right, come
exactly. That almost happened to me in the middle of a theater. It was like a school's theater building. So like this is a whole building for an auditorium, basically. Mm-hmm. We had tickets. It was my niece's dance recital. Mm-hmm. We had tickets. That's how big it was. You had to have tickets, like seat tickets.
Right.
We get there. I had tickets in the front row. I'm like, oh, we finna enjoy this show. We had great tickets. So my sister's like, oh, they got they got wheelchair seats. So right. I'm like, oh, okay, we good. So I go there. I'm like, I roll to one end of the platform. I see the people with me, they down in their seats. I don't see no wheelchair ramp. I roll all the way to the other end of the thing. I don't see no wheelchair ramp. I'm like, how am I supposed to get to my seats? And I don't see no wheelchair seats. So I'm like, okay, what is going on? So I go get an usher, and I'm like, where am I supposed to sit? Child. They sit me in between two of the theater chairs, looking over a staircase. So like, this is the staircase. This is me at the top of the staircase. That's where they had me sit. Mm-mm. So if I'm in a wheelchair that doesn't turn off,
right,
I don't know how to properly lock my wheelchair in an auditorium full of people,
in the audience,
somebody just pushed me and I just go tumbling down the stairs. Mm-hmm. This is the wheelchair accessible seat. I'm like, what is this madness? Then I have to go to the.
There is a side to that though, because especially like these large arenas. For example, my mentor got tickets to, I think it was Beyonce that year. I think she was at Soldier Field. And so my mentor can walk and sometimes she's in a chair. So she bought specific accessible seating. And because she can walk, she brought her chair to see what the who was about. Right. And because she can walk, when she got there, I don't think they were ADA compliant, like you said, at all. Mm-hmm. So she was actually granted a front row area, and she got about that chair and she walked, and we enjoyed Beyonce. Look. So there are perks to that in the arenas that you want to really, really be in to have that.
Well, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I was at the Chicago Theater and something like that happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I did that too. I went to go see Christina Aguilera. So I've been low-key purposely buying tickets and like, let's see what happens. Because I walk and I wheel, so what you going to accommodate?
Let's see what you got.
Yeah. And that, I think, is where the ADA needs the biggest fix is making sure, okay, so the rule is, I've done research because of the app, but the rule is unless your building is going through a complete renovation, because most of these buildings are historic, landmark, garbage, blah, blah, blah. So unless they're going through a whole suite, which is big money, they do not have to be ADA compliant because of the history of it all.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, we making a lot of money in the city of Chicago, and if we can't put access first, we got issues. But I was just at the ADA celebration today at the mayor's office for people with disabilities, and Miss Lori was there, and she says she wants to get the city to be ADA compliant. I don't know what her timeline was, but she said, "This my hope. Let's do this." But you know, it's all fluff for the ADA, and I already know. But I'm definitely holding her on that. Actually, the FeFes have a campaign coming up, and we about to talk about what's not being done in the city that's coming to have all the access everywhere. Last, we about to expose so many people.
All right.
They really not ready, but I'm too ready.
I'm with that. I can expose some people. Y'all do the work. Just tell me to be the investigative reporter that kicked the dough in.
Yes, I'm that one.
I'll be like,
I'll be right there.
I was just talking to somebody else about that. Be all in their face like, oh, so you thought this was gonna work, huh? You thought you was gonna get away with this? What you gotta say? Mm-hmm. Oh, don't run now. Don't run now. You wasn't running when you was doing this, huh? That'll be me. That's my job. Just
yep. I'm
just hire me.
I'm gonna plan it. I'm gonna type up the script. Is what you say. Just say it all the
right, exactly.
Add what you want to add.
I'm gonna roll on in.
Yes,
I got some torque in my chair too, so we'll be good. Well, it was great having you on. This conversation has been awesome. I want to thank you so much for being my guest and, you know, having this beautiful conversation. I hope you enjoyed being on the show. But before we let you go, I want to know if you can leave anything with the audience, what would you leave?
Keep pushing. I think a lot of people and spirits of the world are pushing you to quit and just count yourself out. Mm-hmm. But what happens when you get to the next day is what it counts and what you should think about. Like, oh, just push, just keep pushing till you get to the next day, and you'll see what that brings. Because a lot of people honestly end their lives and the next day win the jackpot. So, like, just keep pushing. Don't stop pushing till the next day. At least make it to sunrise and check your email, something.
Yeah, I feel you on that. That's very good. That's very good to leave the audience with. Shoot, that's very good to leave me with by myself. So I appreciate that. I want to say that a lot of Brittany's information and links for her businesses, for organizations, and just for her in general are in the description. However, we're going to ask Miss Brittany to give us, where can we find you? What do you have coming up? Enlighten us.
Well, I'm dropping new music next week, and I'm baking. So if you want some food, I bake. You can give me something specific to do, and I'll whip it up. I'll taste it before I send it, and be like, no, I'm not good with that recipe, or like, here you go. If you want something specialty done, I can make it work. I have I have a very big range of what I can do, and I like to mix things, honestly. Also, there is a FeFe campaign coming up, and we're going to use that to promote. There's also a FeFe channel coming up, YouTube channel. So we have a lot of stuff in the workings for the new year and even into the fall. So just hit me up on Facebook. Probably my main site is the one that I access the most. So if you want something, be like, Brittany, check your bakery thing. I ordered something. Or you just want to be like, hey, give me some information about blah. Or tell me, and then the FeFes have their own page. So I'm all over the place. Any one of those links will get you to me directly because I'm always on the computer.
So basically she's saying reach out. Just click a link, reach out, she'll get it. That's what she's saying. Reach out to her. Did you hear it? Reach out to her. Do I need to say it again? Reach out to her. Thank you. Thank you so very much, Brittany. It was so great to have you here. It was so great. It was so awesome. Like, this conversation has touched my soul. I see you touch other people from the comments we've had today. So I
Hey,
just want to
Lindsay,
thank
I
you
see you.
for this lovely, lovely conversation. Did somebody comment I didn't see?
Yeah, that's one of my FeFes. It's Lindsay in the
Oh, it didn't
house.
come up. Wait a minute. Okay, say the comments that I didn't get because they didn't come up for some reason.
Well, Lindsay said, "Hey, pretty girls." Was that old? I
Hey,
don't know how old that
pretty.
was. But then it's
Oh, I put that one up. I put up the hey, pretty girls.
oh, okay. And then it was all Searra, so I guess that was the only one that I didn't see.
Okay. I was like, hey, don't tell me I'm missing people now. I don't like to do that. But hey, Lindsay girl, how you doing? Okay, so I thank you so very much for coming. This has been a great episode. I mean, it's just been great. So, as always, I'm Cherlnell Lane, the poetic storyteller, because my poetry tells a story and my stories are poetic. You can catch me everywhere that says Cherlnell, pretty much. My site is Cherlnell.com. Email is Cherlnell@Cherlnell.com. My Facebook is Cherlnell. My Instagram, Cherlnell. My LinkedIn, Cherlnell. My YouTube is Cherlnell Lane, LLC. But all my links are also in the description. So reach out to me. And Cherlnell, that's Cherlnell. One more time. That's Cherlnell. Please reach out to me because I love to hear from you. Also, if you know someone or if you are a person who would like to be a guest on Words from a Black Woman's Experience, please email me, message me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever. Get to me and let me know so that we can get you on Words from a Black Woman's Experience. You will see us in 2 weeks. That's our piece. Peace.
Bye.
And we'll see you in 2